Hey, everyone, it's Jason. So have you been watching videos lately? The last couple of ones I've been posting have been for Boss Monster. We're going through all the old sets, in preparation for the new set that's coming out, the new game. So we got through the base set, um, Boss Monster 2, the next level, and we've done, um, so I'll have the other expansions. Are all probably going to have videos that come out after this one if you're watching them in chronological order. But what I wanted to do though was do a quick show off of the Boss Monster box. So this is a box you can get. It's, from what I understand, it's hard to get. I just saw it in a gaming store, one of my local gaming stores one day. So I picked it up because I was like, oh, I like this game. I only have a couple of the sets so far, but it'd be nice just to have a little box to hold everything in. And it shows off a bunch of the different artwork from a couple of the different sets, which is really neat. The Boss Monster Collector Boss says, Knuckle, the original set, Boss Monster 2, Tools of Hero Kind, and even more. Inside, you'll find a set of 11 new portable cards, make the dungeon building deck even more flexible. So it comes with a bonus set of cards, which is one of the big reasons to get it. We open it up. Nothing terribly special inside. It's gonna have. See if I can angle this a little bit better. My lighting is terrible for this, I guess. Maybe that'll help. Well, it just says Boss Monster inside. It's nothing special. It's not like an extra fancy box or anything. But it has a little handle for carrying, I guess, if you want to take this with you. It makes it nice when you travel everything. But what I'm going to do is to show you off what was in this box. And some of the other little stuff. And then I'm going to show off. And then after I finish unboxing everything, I'll do an add-on video at the end of this. Which will all be part of the same video, but I'll give a little cut there. But I'll go through and add what the box looks like with every set in there to see if it'll hold every current set. Because it's 3 full base sets, 4 expansions, plus a bunch of little tiny ones. Also in this video, I'm going to show off a couple of the other little like promo packs and promo cards and stuff. So we get these dividers. They're nothing special. They're just a little picture printed on cardboard. We got hero, epic heroes. We have items, room cards. You can already see like up on the top of this. It's already getting a little bit frayed because they're not very durable. They're not, wrapped or anything. Spells, bosses, and then they give you 2 extra ones for whatever you want to use them for. They're just meant to just be your quick dividers between everything. You can sort out all your cards. It's neat. Would have been better if these were maybe a hard plastic or something, so they weren't as flimsy. Additionally, it might have been a little bit nicer to also include something for just separating by set, because some people might only want to play the base game or level 2 because they're standalone sets. Or maybe they don't care if the base sets are mixed together, but they want to keep the expansion separate because they add extra little things. And the thing is, you probably don't want to combine too much stuff together, because if you combine base set 1, base set 2, and let's say Crash Landing, which is one of the 5th, 4th, or 5th, 6th player expansion, but it adds a new character type. Them character types are going to be that much harder to find when you have 2 sets mixed together. But sleeved cards will fit in here. It's a little tight. This side's a little loose. I mean, if it just probably gets one side to the other, it'll be fine. They're not crushing my cards. And this is just penny sleeves. If you have thicker, more durable sleeves, you might find a little bit more of an issue, but they're still a little tight in there. Not too bad. Would I recommend this box if you want all the sets? Yes, you're going to have to buy it to get all the promos. Otherwise, I would say skip it. Alright, so we're going to go through some cards. I have Stack here, which I believe is the set for this box. And then we also have Boss Monsters, Pixel, and Papers. This is 14 more cards. So, so we have that. We have Pixel and Paper, and we have these are the cards for the box set. Which are like Game Boy exact, and then we do have also the Hidden Secret Pack, which I believe were some promo cards from like some of the original Kickstarter, and then we have 2 promos from the Overboss set, which is the new game that's in the same world as this, which just got going on Kickstarter a while ago. It's just getting shipped now, so it won't be in stores for a little bit. There will be an unboxing video of that as well. But these are the cards that come with the box set. So if you're interested in getting these cards, you'll have to buy the box. That doesn't go with this. So we have a new boss monster. We have Moby, the handheld hoodlum, looks like an old school Game Boy. I love the old green graphics, look like the original Game Boys. And he has XP of 1989, which is when the Game Boy came out. For the rest of your game, all advanced rooms in your dungeon are portable. Once per turn, you may build. During your build phase, you may return a portable room to your hand. So that's kind of neat. I don't remember if there's extra instructions somewhere I'm missing for this. But that's what portable does. Once per turn, during the build phase, you may return a portable room to your hand. So it lets you uncover stuff and cover things. So it's kind of interesting. We have Master Hand, clearly a Zelda reference. Portable. You may return this room to your hand to return a hero in this room to town. And these might not be in order. I think I kept these in order. We have 2 of those. You can return this to get rid of a hero. We have War Turtle, little Koopa sitting on top of a big turtle. Portable. When you build this room, draw a room card. So that's the idea of like this set is you can place these cards in a portable so you can return to your hand, and then you can use your effects a second time. Arcane Vortex, portable, once per turn. When this hero dies in this room, draw a spell card. Which kind of neat there is because the idea is you can move it around. So you don't want, if you place it at the beginning, because that's all you can place it, you can place it later on. Kind of judge where the hero might land. And like a warship, like Mario Brothers 3 type warship. Portable, when you build this room, gain +2 until it gains +2 until the end of turn. So it gains 3 for that turn, and then you probably want to return it to try it again. And then we have the Elder Statue, an advanced trap room for mages and clerics. This is clearly a Metroid reference. The little statues where she always gets her powers from. Once per turn, when a hero dies in this room, you may flip over a face-down item card or take a spell card from the discard pile. If you've been watching my videos in order, we haven't gotten to item cards yet because I haven't done the Choose a Hero kind, but we'll get to that. And then we have the other dual one, Leviathan Egg. When you return this room to your hand, if the room uncovers as a monster room, that room gains +3 till the end of turn. So, yeah, definitely some neat little things. This could be dropped into any set without any sort of problems. So that's kind of neat there. Definitely. Is it worth the price of the box itself just for those cards? Only if you're a full collector. If you're trying to have every single card, and that's something I am. I like to have all the promos, all the little expansions for a game. But is it something I would say, hey, you should rush, like, if you already own all the other sets, should you rush out to buy that for something? No. It's neat, but they don't, unless they add portable to one of the other sets that I haven't looked at, and that's the only way that portable is available, the effect isn't as neat as it could be. So up next, there's a little tiny booster pack called Paper and Pixels, a little 14 pack. Contains 14 new cards. So I got this at the same time. It was kind of like a promo thing. I got the game store when I bought the box. It's not part of the box. It was a separate thing. I know when they did their new Kickstarter, it was available that way for a short period of time. So it's a hard one to find. New rules. Paper and Pixels is an all-new set of cards originally designed for the Boss Monster app for the tablet or PC. So if you play that, maybe you've seen these. These cards feature some unique mechanics that work similarly to the digital game, but require accessories if you're using them for tabletop play. So this could be hit or miss for people if you don't want to have to bring extra things in. So for cards that refer to random damage, 1 to 6 damage, deal random damage. To determine this, simply roll a standard d6, standard dice. For multiple targets, roll again for each target. So you gotta carry a die with you. They also add +1 counters. If this card has an ability that gives a room a +1 counter, place a marker on that room. Treat each room's damage as 1 higher for each +1 counter on that room. Any effects that calculate room damage should use the modified value. Only visible rooms can gain counter. If a room is deactivated, covered, or destroyed, it loses all counters. Rooms that gain counters when they are built can only regain those counters if they are rebuilt, not just uncovered. You may use any small object, coins, beads, dice, as markers. So it's nothing too bad. Just have a die and have something to like keep track of them. But again, if this game is very portable, that's why there's a box that came with a handle. So if all of a sudden now you have to try and also keep a d6 and some coins or dice or something in there to count them, that's a little extra hassle. You have to put a little container or something in this box as well. Also, it's for 14 cards. It's like, again, it's just like, do you want to buy it or not? It kind of just, if you're trying to collect everything, you're going to buy it. But if it's going to be the hassle of having to always keep the extra things around, if you're trying to play this game more portably, maybe not. Alright, so we have a new boss. We have Chase, Mentor of Monsters. For the rest of the game, once per turn, you may discard an advanced room to give one room a +1 counter. We have Greg, the new boss. It kind of looks like Croak, but like younger. And you also notice this is interesting here on these guys, is they're 99. So $4.99, $8.99. I just like the idea of this. For the rest of the game, whenever you build an ordinary monster room, you may give it a +1 counter. Explodio, who we've seen in the other cards, the Bombassador. Level up. For the rest of the game, once per turn, you may destroy a room in your dungeon and deal 1 to 6 damage to a hero in that room. So, I am missing a boss? Nope. So that's kind of weird that they only had 3. There was no mage boss in there. I'm not really sure why they did that. We have Elder Portal. When you build this room, give it 2 +1 counters. Once per turn, you may remove 1 counter to make an opponent discard a spell counter. It's kind of neat. You can like set that up for later. The Hydra's Mirror. Once per turn, when a hero survives this room, give it a +1 counter at the end of the turn. If this room has 4, destroy it. It has 4 or more counters. So it's a Hydra. As you kill it, it gains a head, gains more powerful, but eventually you'll kill it completely. Spell Slime Incubator. The spell slimes are back. Once per turn, when you cast a spell, give this room a +1 counter. And the Clock Tower, a very Castlevania thing. When you build this room, give it 4 +1 counters. At the end of each turn, remove 1 counter. So it gets weaker as it goes by. We also get a new spell, Fireball. Deal 1 to 6 damage to 1 hero in your dungeon. And if you discard another spell card, deal 1 to 6 damage to each hero at the entrance of the dungeon. And I love the extra art where he's actually on fire. And then we have a new epic hero. We have the Princess with 16 health. I think probably one of the highest. Next to the brothers who are 20. When the Princess appears in town, each player may drop to 3 spells or room cards. During the bait phase, the Princess is lured to the dungeon of the player with the most cards in hand. kind of Princess Zelda, just the princess. So I just want to see as a comparison. Yeah, so Moby's a fighter. So there's actually one more fighter than every other group now with the addition of this, and one less mage than everything else. So far they've all been even. So I don't know if that evens out later on in one of the other sets. So now we're gonna open up this pack. Again, this is Hidden Secrets pack. I believe this was cards from the first Kickstarter for either the original Boss Monster or Boss Monster 2. I don't remember which one it was from. But I didn't know about the game at the time, so I didn't do it. So we're going to have some item cards, which we haven't seen before. So this is a cleric item. And I haven't read the rules because I haven't opened up that box set, but I believe it has to go on a cleric hero, but one of the bosses can play this. So you can choose a face-down hero in the opponent's scorekeeping area and return it to town. And it says, when this hero enters your dungeon, choose a face-down hero in your scorekeeping area and return it to town. So I think it's the option if either using it as like a regular magic spell of the boss or giving it to the hero and they get the item, which is the Phoenix Feather. And then when the hero enters your dungeon, you choose a face-down hero and return it to town. So it's either, I think it's either direction you get to go. But we have a Phoenix Feather. So this must not have been part of the first one, because the item cards weren't around then, so it must have came later. Power Armor. Fighter item. And I'm sure these heroes probably look like... So that's the one that looked like I thought looked like the Boba Fett or the Mandalorian. So Power Armor. Choose a hero in any dungeon once per turn. You may discard a room card to give that hero +3 till the end of turn. Once per turn, one player may discard a room to give this hero +3 till the end of turn. So I'm not sure how that, because it's the same effects, essentially. Mana Potion. Draw and reveal a spell card at the end of your turn. If you have not played that spell, discard it. When this item is attached, every player must draw and reveal a spell, then discard that spell at the end of turn if it has not been played. The thief gets the golden coin. Oh, it's the monkey. Until the end of the room, or choose any room in your dungeon until the end of turn, it gains each thing. Okay, so they are different, or they can be. Each time this hero enters a room with more than one treasure icon, give this hero +2 health. We have a universal item, which is a loyal steed. That's clearly a reference to Joust. Also, potentially Yoshi, because he's green. But it's more of a Joust reference, I believe. Choose a hero in town, attach this item to it, and move it to any dungeon entrance. The hero skips the first room it would enter. Oh boy. There's some magic spells. You have Boss Fight. It's just two of the bosses fighting. Choose a player and discard any number of cards. That player must discard that many cards. And if your opponent is unable to discard that many cards, you may take one face-down ordinary hero from that opponent. Well, that's cool. Get over here. That looks like Ryu, or possibly because he's pink, Dan from Street Fighter. And that's obviously a scorpion tail from Scorpion from Mortal Kombat with these sorts of references. Choose a hero in your dungeon. It skips the next room it would enter, deal 3 damage to that hero. Or choose an epic hero at the entrance to your dungeon. It skips the first 4 rooms and deal 10 damage to that hero. Oh, that's cool. That's definitely a cool one. These are powerful abilities. Inconceivable. The Princess Bride reference. If you gained 2 damage this turn, draw 2 spell cards. Or if you gained 3 damage or more this turn, draw 3 spell cards. That's cool. That's a little helpful thing if you did take damage. Item Get. That is a Contra reference. Reveal the, and kind of Zelda with the treasure chest. Reveal the top card of the item deck. You may attach it to any hero. Or if you have no face-up items in your scorekeeping area, you may instead place the item face-up in your scorekeeping area. And then we have Polymorph, which is obviously just a druid transforming into a bear. But I also say it's like the, I can't think of it. There's a game where you are the werewolves and you transform. And I think it's called, I don't know, it's just called Werewolf. Anywho, choose one hero at the entrance of your dungeon. You may swap it with any hero in town. Or if you have another spell card in your hand, you may swap it with a hero in the entrance of any... You have 2 other spell cards and you may swap with any hero at the entrance of any dungeon. Alright, so that's kind of neat. A bunch of items, bunch of magic spells. This might be worth seeking down if you want to play with the... There's the back of the item cards. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, if you want to add more items and some different spells. I don't know how hard that is to find. I was able to pick that up during the Kickstarter. And then finally, we have a new boss and a new room deck that go with the Overlord game. Let me grab that quick. I say Overlord. Oh, it's actually Overboss. They had to change the name. They couldn't use Overlord as the name of the game. But yeah, this is the brand new game from in the Boss Monster world. It's a Boss Monster adventure game. So that's like the same feel to it. You're a boss. You're doing some stuff. But you're controlling areas of the overworld versus like instead of making a single dungeon, you're basically building where your dungeons are. So if like you imagine it like Zelda-esque, this should be the game where like, okay, I'm making my world, and here's where all my 8 different dungeons are that the hero has to go, and then essentially you could jump in and play a game of Boss Monster and be like, okay, now they've entered this dungeon, I'm creating my dungeon for it. That's the idea of it. Now, definitely do an unboxing of that. But that came with 2 promo cards that were exclusive to that game in the Kickstarter, which are the Collective Hero, Legion of Overbosses. This is the Brotherwise, the creators of the game, so they put themselves on another card, but this time they're the bosses. For the rest of the game, once per turn, you may remove a face-down hero in your scorekeeping area from the game. Give a room +5 till the end of turn. Their XP is 616, which I'm assuming is a reference to the Marvel Universe being Universe 616. It could mean something else, but that's what I'm assuming it's referencing. So now we have a Cleric, which means now we have Cleric with all this current sets I went through, the 2 base sets, Boss Monster 1 and 2, and all the expansions. We have 2 extra fighters, and we have 2 extra clerics, and we're short 1 mage. But then we're also going to gain another advanced trap room. It's a universal one. When you build this, it's Overworld Gate. When you build this room, if it is your leftmost room in your dungeon, you may choose 1 epic hero in town and place it at the entrance of your dungeon. Basically, you can start this off as your beginning and draw an epic hero to you. So that's pretty cool. That's 2 more cards. Those, I imagine, like other Kickstarter promos, are going to be really hard to get. And then that'll be the end of this video for now, for just a moment, and then I'll add on a little extra to this afterwards once I've unboxed everything and see how they all fit in here. And then it's also maybe being indication if you think you should buy this, because if you own all the expansions and they're not going to all fit in here, then maybe this isn't what you want to buy, or so you're not running out to buy this thing. Oh, hey, there's a box for it, but then find out you can't put everything in it. Alright, so see you guys in a moment. Alright, so I have went through all the boxes, all the different sets. I have sleeved everything. I just use easy penny sleeves, so if you use a little bit thicker sleeves, you're going to have less room, obviously, maybe left or right. But this would be every set from the 3 big expansions, the 4 small expansions, plus the portable power cards that come in this box, the Pixels and Paper little tiny expansion, and then hidden secrets and like a couple other little promos. So as you can see, like, I have everything in here. I have them sorted out by type, so there's still a little bit of room in here. So I would say if they release another small expansion, you could definitely fit that in here, because those have been anywhere from like $26 to 29 cards. Even the Volca villain, a little bit bigger, with 64 cards. Easily think you could probably get them in there. Another full big box, which are, I don't know what, like 160 cards or something. 155 in the base game, and I think boss 160. Yeah, it's like 160. You're going to be pushing it trying to get that in here. And then, so anything else that's available currently, it'll currently fit everything that is out. There is a handful of other promo cards and like Kickstarter cards, but I think like overall the general there's maybe like 20 different ones. The only other exception is the base set of Boss Monster. I found out the newest edition, which is like the 4th version of it, has all the hero cards, all like your regular heroes, have been replaced with new versions. They have the same stats and everything, they're just different names and pictures. So that's going to add probably another, like, I think there's 4 of each, another like 12 cards there. If you bought that set, second, like extra, to get those extra different characters and you wanted them all in here. Yeah, I have it sorted out right now. We have all our bosses. This pack right here, this is all of our room cards. This is monsters, traps, advanced, everything. We have a little spot for mini bosses, but we don't have a little tag that says mini bosses because those weren't out at the time. These are just little instruction cards. We have all our items. You can see if you get all the sets, there's a decent number of items. There's actually a decent number of mini bosses too. Here's all of our spell cards, our regular heroes, and all of our epic heroes. So yeah, is this box worth it for but, if you buy all the sets, sure. Holds everything nice, handle. You can carry it around. I probably just broke the handle. The only other thing I didn't add in here yet is we do have the coins from the Boss Monster in Vault. So, if we do drop them in there, a little baggie. And you can even stick in, if you had another little baggie for your counters for the pixel and paper set, if you want to keep a couple extra little things, or you want to keep the extra die in here for that, you can easily slide all those on this side. And you still have enough room on here for another mini expansion if they add one. Because I think, yeah, so they might add another one, but they just released the Volca villains. It's not even in stores yet, so I don't know how quickly they will release another expansion. But there, that's the box. It's all full. Just wanted to show everyone how full it would look when you get everything in there. Alright, so you guys check out all the other Boss Monster videos if you haven't already. Check out Overboss, which is the sequel game, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.